Aloha and welcome, Velina Maika Ko. Welcome, students, to KRS 395, your personal health and wellness journey, and I am your instructor and your guide, Ms. Kim. You may also address me as Coach Kim or Professor Kim. And let's get on to the next slides. All right. So, in order to contact me, you may email me at kkim@hawaii.edu. So, kkim@hawaii.edu. It is in the syllabus, so I'll go over it again later. So, make sure in the subject you type in KRS 395 and send me a greeting, a salutation. So, in other words, like a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or hello. Not hey. No hays. I will not respond to HEY, hey. Okay. Some students have just written the hey with nothing else. And since you are students and you are in academia, and when you then transition to your future employment, you want to get into a habit of sending professional emails or emails that look professional rather than just a friendly email to a friend. You can do that when you send emails or texts to your friends and family, but not in academia. Okay, so make sure you have your message in the body, and also closing of an email. You can state thank you very much, sincerely, all the best regards. So practice your letter writing. Okay, now let's move on to the syllabus. I'll be skipping around a little bit too. So before we go to the syllabus, take a look over here. We have KRS 395 for summer session 1. If you look here to your left, all these sidebars, let's go over a few. We'll go over a bunch, and then we'll get to the syllabus. So this announcements page, when you click on this, you'll see all the current announcements. You can also see here that the lifestyle survey as well as the behavior change contract assignments have been uploaded. You should have gotten an email. So every time I send out an announcement, you will receive an email. Also, when I click on within the assignments page, and in the assignments page, let me move this over a little bit. Okay, in the assignments page, you're going to see instructions as well as whenever I configure and upload the assignment, you will also receive an email of that assignment. So the first assignment, actually not this assignment, let me go back to, it's the lifestyle survey assignment as well as the behavior change contract. All right, I will go over this now so that we can, okay, then we can move on to the syllabus too. But these are your first two assignments. The first one is the lifestyle survey. All you have to do is fill this out. You can use your iPad or your tablet and go ahead and write in Y or N, Y for yes and N for no, or you can type it in, put a text box in there and then type that in. This is actually in a Word document format. If you look over here, real quick, look down over here where it says, well, first of all, I get an adequate amount of sleep each day. If you do, then type in yes or type in no. And where it says here, I do not smoke or use smokeless tobacco products, that's a yes if you do not use any of these products. Or look down here where it says I do not use or I do not abuse alcohol, then you can type in yes. Yes for I do not use. All right, it's not a no. Okay, so I've had students actually write or type in the opposite. All right, so next assignment is the behavior change contract. This behavior change contract is where you, after you go through the lifestyle survey, a lot of you will have probably yeses, and others of you a lot of yeses, and others of you maybe not so much. Okay, you might have a no here or there, and you may want to choose one of those items and then choose the behavior that you want to change. For instance, if you go to the resources page, which I will go over later, you're going to find this behavior change contract sample. So this is just a sample of a student who wanted to stop vaping as well as start exercising. So you want to jot down the date that you start and then the plan to reach a plan to reach the goal of, let's say this person wants to exercise 5 days a week and then want to completely stop vaping. And the final target date should be at the end of the semester, at the end of this first summer session, which is in 6 weeks. So you will have 6 weeks to change a certain behavior. By the way, you may not be able to change that behavior fully within that 6 weeks. Sometimes 6 weeks is a little short. You may want to extend that to either the end of the semester, end of the summer, or even the end of the year. But at least have a start date here. I will begin on the date and then this final target date. At least within the 6 weeks, try to figure out if you can accomplish, at least something. So here, these are the mini goals. So within the first mini goal, this example is for those who are taking the personal health and wellness class during the semester. So this is like the fall semester, and you have an entire semester to do it, whereas we only have 6 weeks over the summer. So figure out how long it would take. And again, right here for this person, they want to start walking for 30 minutes 2 times a week, and then vape 4 times a week. And to give themselves a little reward, a mini reward, they'll buy Madden NFL 20. I'm sure there's other, recent gaming, games. So this was back in 2021. All right, guys. All right, so here we go. If you look here, this person is going to just vape only 2 times a week, but then run and lift 3 to 4 times a week. And then finally, within the, let's say, third mini goal, so stop vaping, but at least run and lift 5 times a week. Overall reward would be something like buying Minority 32-inch maple skateboard and taking this person is going to take their girlfriend out to dinner. Okay, this is what you will do also. You will sign here. It could be an electronic signature, or just, you can type it in. And then make sure you have an accountability buddy. This accountability buddy is your witness, this person that will keep you accountable throughout this journey. All right, because it always helps when you actually tell somebody else that this is what you want to do. Hey, it doesn't matter if you reach your goal or not. At least you've tried. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. At least you tried. Describe any special strategies that you will use to help change your behavior. Make sure you jot this down, you guys. You can follow a format similar to this, as well as creating a plan below, like a chart, a graph that you will use to monitor your progress. What you can do is actually print this out or create a separate chart, place it, tape it on your bathroom wall, where you will your bathroom mirror, where you will look at yourself daily, okay? Maybe 2 times a day at least, or by your computer, by your wall, or your refrigerator. If you want to change your eating habits, you may want to place a chart to monitor your progress on the refrigerator. Okay, that's a really easy place for you to spot. Okay, if you look here, it says do not submit Pages doc, Google Doc, Zip Drive, HEIC. This thing it's basically when somebody takes a photo and uploads it through HEIC. Okay, it doesn't open up on my desktop. So even Pages doc, those of you who are using MacBook, I know you like to use Pages. What you'll need to do is, I'll show you what to do. Okay, if you do use any of these, okay, Zip Drive you probably will not use. But if you do use these, then this is what you can do in the assignments page. When you go to the assignments page, like let's say behavior change contract, you click on this. Okay, it'll take you to this page. Okay, and then what you'll do is copy it from your Pages or Google Doc. Don't forget to do that. You need to copy, then paste it in this assignments text box. I call this the comment box. All right, so this box you can comment as well as upload your paper or assignments. Otherwise, save and upload as a Word doc or a PDF. All right, so complete the entire contract. There are 2 pages, so make sure you upload this. Make sure you press submit. If you do not press submit, okay, if you don't press submit, I'm not going to get it on my end. So I won't be able to see it at all because you did not press submit. I didn't receive it. You've got to press this so you can turn it in on time. So if you look up here, all right, it's due on the 28th. Okay. Okay, resubmissions is if you've already submitted the assignment and you need to make some adjustments, then you could resubmit. Otherwise, it'll be, I will not accept any assignments via email. All right. If something went wrong with your Laulima page or something had happened, make sure you take a photo of it, and then you can send that to me, and I'll determine whether or not you can resubmit. Okay, so it says down here, you can choose a file to upload, but then it also says don't forget to save or proceed. So what you want to do is proceed, and then you have to press submit. Okay. All right. That's just like a double check to make sure you got everything, done. All right. Moving on. Let's go to assignments and surveys. Forget about it. I'm not going to give you an exam. Okay. Summer's too short. All right. Here's your calendar. And here is the due date, which shows within the calendar. So all the assignments are usually due by 11:55 p.m. You guys, I give you the entire, like the length. All right. I'm not like some teachers that will just end at 4:30 or something like that. Oh, that's just too short. Okay. Especially for those of you who are procrastinators. Come on, procrastinators, at least get started early. And then, if you forget, which I hope you don't, make sure you set a timer. Because if you're a procrastinator, you better set a timer or the due date timer or a reminder, an alert. We have so many modern technology to help you through all this, you guys. Our discussions and private messages. If you want to email me, you can email me. You can't email me through this private message, but best to email me through my email. Okay? And I'll go over that in the syllabus. Oh, okay. Discussions. I mentioned that earlier that I was gonna skip it and get back to it. So when you go to the discussions page, click and you'll see the questions I'm asking you. Go ahead and answer these. Press on reply first, then answer all of that. Okay, because I want to get to know you as well as your classmates want to get to know you too. Gradebook Classic, you have 2 assignments so far that's uploaded, and there will be more. Kim Zoom Room, when you want to meet with me via Zoom, this is where you will click. Okay, I'm going to cancel it for now. Moving on. Yeah. Okay, MH Campus, I don't know what that is. Okay, the Laulima people, they uploaded it. Okay, next, resources page. All right, look over here and you'll see lecture PowerPoints. They're not up yet. Okay. Wait, why is chapter 1 up? I don't think, okay, yeah, no. No worries. I will upload the chapter. Okay, remind myself to delete that one. Okay, let's go to resources again. Here's that behavior change contract sample. All right, you can click on that and read through the sample. And do not copy and paste that. And don't be uploading this sample either, because then you're not going to get any points because it's not your behavior that you're changing. So make sure you figure out your own behavior that you want to change. All right, core concept in health. Okay, this is a PDF version. Okay, however, it is a 16th edition. It's an older edition. Right now, we're up to the 18th edition. So this is actually a pre-COVID-19 edition. So it doesn't have COVID-19. And there are some other changes with the more recent editions. So, but that's the free 99 version. Okay. I don't want you guys to pay too much over the summer because I know you still have to purchase other textbooks or other resources. So no need for this class. All right. So next is schedule. So if you look at the schedule here, you'll notice, okay. All right, this is tentative. All right, this is the projective timeline, but it is tentative just in case I am behind or ahead with my videos. You don't have to watch my videos, but the videos will help along with the PowerPoints that I will upload, okay? The PowerPoints are the 18th edition. So again, some minor changes, some updated current information in the 18th edition. Just go over this really quick. The class schedule, assignments, and assignment due dates are subject to change throughout the semester. Just mention that. Due dates for assignments what you want to do is check assignments page for the due dates. So it includes overlaps where 2 assignments are due at the same time, just like the first 2 assignments. Check for due date updates in Laulima assignment and announcement page. Okay, so updates are announced in the announcements page because I will upload or update the announcement and it'll send out as emails to you guys. All right. All assignments, they must be typed. Standard margins and layouts, size 12 font submitted on time in the Allow Lima assignments page. So don't forget to upload it there. No emailed assignments. All right. I will not accept those. Okay, moving on. All right, here we go. Syllabus. Let's go over the syllabus really quickly. All right, so the syllabus, here is my contact information. My email, kkim@hawaii.edu. Super easy. You guys, I had that email like since the early 90s. Well, hang on. That's when I was a student, all right? I am a little older than you guys. Here's my telephone number for my office, and then here's that Zoom link again. And, okay, you can contact me. You can read this on your own. Oh, real quick. I do respond to emails typically within 24 hours. If not, that means maybe I wasn't able to get to it at that time, so I will get to it the following day. So I don't respond to emails after 5 p.m. weekdays or over the weekends is because I've got a lot of other things to do too, you guys. All right. This thing. Okay, here we go. This course, I'm going to ask you to read this all on your own, including the ethical focus designation. Okay, you can read that on your own. Professional disposition and professionalism, please read this on your own. Okay, once again, bolded, type all your work. All right. Okay, moving on. Attendance policy, no attendance because this is async. Too bad. I love this class. In sync. Okay, not in sync. Async. Sync. Just reminded me of the band, y'all. That's my generation. Okay. Anyways, actually in person, but also, sync as well. But it's okay. You get to see my, crazy videos. All right, moving on. Okay, this is really important for all of you students. And during your academic journey here on campus, hey, if you're only here for the summer, terrific. You can still use this as well. But those of you who are continuing on with your education or you've been with us, if you did not know this, we do have the UH system basic needs because sometimes there will be food insecurity or even housing insecurity. There will be something where you will experience, something that's tough or challenges throughout your year. Be sure to reach out to our resources. And at the end of the syllabus, there are a bunch of other contact information for resources. Okay. And then also, again, COVID did us wrong, you guys. Pre-COVID, it was tough, but boy, post-COVID, it's been even tougher. So when you have challenges, especially when you're not just, not really feeling great emotionally or mentally, make sure you reach out to the counseling services, or you can even email me and let me know what's going on. Oh, by the way, please, please, please communicate with your instructors throughout the semester, throughout the summer sessions, especially if you're going through challenges, because we will work with you. We will work with you because we are here to champion you, and especially for you to, get to your next destination. So we're not here to fail you, you guys. Your instructors are not here to fail you at all. In fact, if that happens, it just breaks my heart. So please don't break my heart and keep in touch with the communication so that, we can get you through each course as well as each semester. Okay? And kokua this is for those of you who are having challenges because we all have different ways of learning. Everybody learns differently. And so these varied ways, we have sometimes difficult times, especially when it comes to taking exams or even working on papers. So if you need more time, not just for this class, but for other classes as well, make sure you contact the Kokua program. The Kokua program, right here, the Kokua program. Here is the number as well as the email. They will assess your needs and then they will contact the instructors, not just me, but all of your instructors, and let them know that you need more time for your exams, or for turning in assignments, or you may need, somebody to take notes. There are other resources available, but please contact them for help, okay? Every semester, you need to contact them every semester to let them know to contact your new courses and your new instructors, okay? Academic integrity and ethical behavior. You guys, just don't cheat. And the other thing is, if you do use AI, use it as a tool to help you, not just to copy and paste verbatim. And you don't want to do that, because that's full on plagiarism. We want you to be able to think critically, as well as, figure things out on your own. But if you need that additional help, use the AI. I encourage you to do that. All right? Moving on. Remember, but don't copy paste. All right, safety on campus for those of you who live in the dorms, and in the evenings, especially gals, if you need an escort from the Department of Public Safety, they will escort you. Like, let's say you're at the library at Hamilton, and then your dorm is all the way clear across the other side of the campus, then they will walk you, okay? Walk with you. Yeah, although this campus is pretty safe, man, we get some nutcases sometimes. Yeah, we get some really, and they're not all students. We have people from within the community. They could come on campus too. So just be safe out there, all right? Okay, and Title IX, I'll go over after I go over all this. So the statement of general goals, as well as the course content and the objective, you can read this on your own, and even the conceptual framework of college of education. This takes a long time, and let me tell you, I'm at 21 minutes already in this video, so let's keep going. Okay, this is what you guys care about too, especially when it comes to assignments, grading system and all that. You will have a bunch of assignments that I will upload, and approximate, I can't tell you right off the bat, but I will give you some of these assignments. Well, most of these assignments, and I may take off a couple of the assignments. But the wellness worksheets, these are really, really helpful, as well as ethical written responses to some of these topics. Okay, and then I'm gonna take all of this out, because this does not pertain to the summer. Okay, so skip that. Here you can see, skip that except for the incomplete. Again, if you have hardship throughout the semester or throughout the summer session, please email me, because something may happen. You may get into an accident. Somebody in the family may pass away. We have all kinds of things that are happening. You may have lost your job, or, housing. Again, student basic needs, you can contact them too for help, okay? So just in case things happen, keep communicating with us, because if you ghost me or any other instructor, let me tell you, it's difficult to help you, because we're thinking, okay, what's going on here? Are they slacking, or what happened? Did they get into an accident and then they weren't able to contact us? So please keep in communication, okay? Or at least have somebody communicate with us as well. Okay, this is all your instructors, not just me, but I care. If you ever see that bumper sticker, those of you you're driving around or walking around Hawaii, and you see a bumper sticker that have the words I know care. Okay, don't go to those people. But if you see a bumper sticker that states IKEA, like IKEA, that means they care. They care. Yeah, I know it's spelled out as IKEA, but yeah, it's the local pidgin way of saying they care, like I care, but it's IKEA. Okay, here's the grading system. Moving on. This is for all your classes, you guys. You're expected to attend. Okay, not for all. Okay, not for attendance, but for every hour, just the highlight in green, for every hour in our courses, expect to spend about 2 hours outside of class studying, preparing, and completing assignments. All right. Next is the Title IX information. So once again, you have all of these folks that you can contact. All right. All of this. So please read that on your own. All right. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Tests and quizzes. Oh, yeah. You know what? There just might be a quiz. Pop quiz. I'm not going to tell you when. It'll be on there. Actually, no. Of course I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I'll let you know. All right. But really importantly, super important, Okay. What happened? Oh, okay. Actually, no. I know. It says weekly engagement. There are currently no open assignments. That is because it hasn't opened up yet. It's going to open up tomorrow. Okay. And then close the following day. So this is what I need for you to do. Make sure you click on this weekly engagement like tomorrow when you wake up and you get online. Go to the weekly engagement and you will answer the question that's there. What I'll do is, as I look through that, I'll be like, okay, the student is participating. In other words, they didn't just sign up for the course and dig out. So you guys are participating, and I will give you credit for that. All right. Weekly lessons. All right, as you can see, there are no items on this page currently visible to you. It's not visible yet because I will upload the information today, and you will see the first lesson tomorrow. All right. Okay. If you have any other questions regarding our page here, our KRS 395 page, email me. Okay. Otherwise, let's go to, hang on. I'm going to go back here. All right. Okay, that's the question portion. If you have any queries, email me. Oh, here's part of the getting to know you section. Okay, this is how you're going to get to know your instructor. Well, here's me. All right, that's me. Never a dull moment is one of my mottos. There's never a dull moment. There's always something. Something always happening. I'm sure in all of your lives too. Always something happening. That means we're alive, we're breathing. All right, the picture on the left is where, when I turned half a century old, I decided to go skydiving because my predecessors, my former employers, I got the idea from them when they turned half a century old many years ago. They decided to do something like this. And then on the bottom right is where I went to New Zealand. New Zealand, y'all. Went to the South Island and jumped off the original bungee bridge. Kawarahara? Yeah, I forgot the pronunciation now. But it was a blast. I closed my eyes all the way down. You guys, it was so scary. See, if you look down there, you'll see that little yellow boat. That's actually a Zodiac. And they're the ones that catch you. And then if you look to the left of me, my left hand, you'll see that trail. Then you have to walk up that trail all the way back up to the start. Okay, it is fantastic. You guys, save up your money. Okay, save your money. Right now, your hard-earned college dollars have to pay for textbooks and courses and all. But once you actually, get into your career, save your money, and you just gotta have fun in life. And I mean, there's more. There's lots of adventures. Here it is. Life is an adventure. So I've traveled the world and checked out, different locations. Beautiful. Everywhere you go in the world, there's so much beauty. And the food everywhere is just so awesome. Check it out. Oh, if you're wondering what that little creature on the bottom right is, that's a little quokka. That's on the little quokkas. They're the only little marsupials that live on the island called Rottnest off the western coast of Australia. Okay, moving on. KRS majors, I advise you to seek advice from our advisor, Ms. Dahul. So you can contact her here. She will give you all kinds of recommendations and pretty much plan out your kinesiology courses and your KRS journey. So within the 4 years or 5 years that you're here, hey, some of you are going to take longer. No problem. But within the time that you're here, she can help you out. So please reach out to her. Okay, she'll take all y'all on. All right. And here's something else. I'm going to ask you folks while you're here over the summer. Some of you may not be here on Oahu. You might be back home somewhere else. But still, get yourself involved in a community. Find your people. Okay, find your people. So it could be any organization on campus. Oh, we have so many organizations on campus that you can reach out to and just interact with, and also a bunch of organizations off campus too. So figure out what you like, and just you can go to a search engine and type in what are some of the offerings here locally here in Hawaii. So if you're in the dorms, try not to isolate yourself. Get out there, meet people. If you're If you're new to the islands, get out there, meet people, meet and greet. And if you are an introvert and you're like, you know what, I'm not all about that, guess what? We have all kinds of places that you can check out. If you haven't been to the Honolulu Zoo, make it a point to get out there and check out the zoo creatures. Oh, the Honolulu Zoo is so awesome. So is the Waikiki Aquarium. We are not a big aquarium here, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And you get to see our resident monk seal too. There's so many other places that you can go, and bring a book, bring a drink, bring some food, and get out there and enjoy nature. We have so many good places and wonderful places. And by the way, bus, since you're paying for, your student fees over the summer, oh, bus is free. Well, it's not free. You're already paying for it. So take that bus and go, take the Circle Island bus, go all the way around the island. It's going to take you all day, by the way. That's why make sure you have, what you need. You can, all your basic essentials that, bring a backpack, and you can check out the North Shore. South Shore over the summer is when we have bigger waves. So be careful when you get out there in the water. Okay, you guys, always ask those who are in the know, the lifeguards and the locals, and yeah, figure out the local knowledge, what's happening within that area. So don't go isolate by yourself, especially if you're going to go out to the ocean or into the mountains. It's always good to have a buddy, like a water buddy or a hiking buddy. But if you do want to go alone, and that's cool too, but just don't go too deep into the forest, because then if you get lost, oh, we had all kinds of incidents with our students over here that are in our department. I have stories, but anyways, we'll save those for later. All right, students. Okay, that's 31 minutes. Oh, almost 32 minutes. I need to cut already. Okay. Oh, we need to dance. Oh, wait, no time. Yeah, no time to dance. It's okay. We'll save that for another day. All right, everyone. Take care and look out for the next video. Okay, so the next video will be for chapter 1. Have a beautiful rest of your day, beautiful rest of your Memorial Day, and celebrate those who have gone before us, and we'll celebrate life now as we live it. Okay, see you. Bye-bye. Aloha.